Hi, my name is Rich from Burlington Fireplace, and I'm going to show you guys how to light a fire in your new high-efficiency wood-burning fireplace, stove, or insert. So a couple basic things I like to do right away is make sure your firebox is clean. I just shoveled this guy out here, so we're good to go. You can leave a little bit of bed of ash in there, it's not going to hurt it. In fact, they recommend an inch or so. Don't go any higher than that, but you can start with a nice clean slate here like I have. So what I want to do is I want to build the fire from the bottom up. It's a little bit different logic than your old camping teepee style, but I'm going to put the bigger stuff on the bottom. A couple nice sized pieces here. You're going to want to make sure your wood's dry. That's really, really important, especially for just starting the fire, even if you got to use some smaller wood than you usually use. So I got some good sized stuff there. I'm going to grab a couple other medium sized logs, and I'm going to kind of crisscross them here like a log cabin. So I'm going to put them like this in here, and then I'm going to grab some kindling, which is basically just real little stuff. If you have sticks, great. What I do is I just take a couple logs and I just split them about 8 times, and I get little pieces like this, which work perfect. So I'm going to put these, same crisscross pattern, and I'm going to just build a little mini cabin here. You can see I'm putting all the little stuff on top, and I'm going to grab a fire starter now. We sell fire starters. You can get them other places. We use squares, or they come in like nuggets. Personal preference is the squares. You should only need one, and same thing with the match. You should only need one match. So I'm going to put the fire starter right in the middle. But the basic concept is you want to have the fire starter light the little stuff. Now the little stuff's going to light, then it's going to light the big stuff, then it's going to light the really big stuff, because it creates a draft, which then brings the air down. So you're going to want to make sure your air shutter's open. If you have one air shutter or two, depending on your fireplace. I only have one, and on this unit, it's all the way to the right. So I want to make sure that's open. Then I'm going to light the match here. And I'm going to light this fire starter. Once that fire starter's going, I usually just put my match right on top. Help the little stuff start. And should be good to go from there. Now one other thing, if you're going to keep your doors open like this, a nice thing to do so you don't have to sit and babysit your fire is get one of these fire screens. You just put it in, it sits right on top, so your wood isn't going to roll out and catch you while you're sleeping. So. Yeah, so this is the fire now. We've had it burning for about 15 minutes. So the whole box is going now, not just the little stuff on top. It's going all through. Got the screen on here I told you about. Make sure you keep it on there, because if you do leave, something might roll off the top and end up on your floor. So you definitely got to be careful. Just to touch on a couple other things, make sure you're using dry wood. Not only when you're starting it, but when you're burning it too. It makes a really big difference. And then you might want to throw some more wood in there. So if you do that, always wear gloves. Be careful. Take your screen off. Remember, the screen's going to be hot too, not just the glass doors. So you can take your screen off. You can close your doors down, because I don't need to throw more wood in there. But if you did throw some more wood in there, you got to be careful. Also, you might have a nice hot fire, but if you throw wood in it, it's going to lower the temperature. So don't throw a bunch of wood in there and expect to just close the door and you're good to go. You got to make sure that your firebox is up to temperature before you close these doors down and you restrict the oxygen, and you kind of tell it to just burn a lot slower. So that's something also to be careful of. I'm going to kind of close my doors here just for a second, you're going to notice right before I close it, it gets real vibrant because you got a super, super good draft. But as soon as you actually close it, it's going to get a little bit slower. So that's something definitely to pay attention. Now this air shutter, you might want to restrict your air even more. But if I'm going to do it right now, I've only been burning for about 15 minutes. It looks like my fire is starting to die out. If you ever do that, make sure you just open it back up, and you might have to crack your doors just to get your fire going again. If you start restricting it too soon, you're going to get dirty glass, you're going to get a dirty chimney, you might plug up your chimney and all of a sudden, hey, I'm getting smoke in the house and it's only been in a month. Well, that's a very, very common thing that people don't always understand right away. So yeah, that's kind of how you light your wood fire. Make sure you're not restricting the oxygen down too much right away. Kind of just build it slowly, and then after you have a few fires, you'll get the hang of it. It's really nothing too complicated. And then as far as glass cleaning goes, we clean it every other fire. You can clean it every fire if you want.